We know that climate change is happening, and we need to develop policies that adequately respond to our climate emergency. But how? We can identify two trends in climate change policymaking. First, we see a shift away from states to cities leading the response. These cities have increasingly developed their plans in collaboration with residents in order to capture their concerns and their needs. A second shift has been towards climate action being informed by Indigenous knowledges, which Indigenous scholars and activists have advocated for decades. Indigenous peoples have responded to the Earth's shifts for millennia and, in turn, have developed knowledge systems that encourage more sustainable ways of being. If learned from, these knowledges may strengthen the responses of settler governments. While we know that local level climate action is necessary and would likely be strengthened through being informed by Indigenous knowledges, we have little understanding of the extent to which Ontario municipalities have listened to these calls. To address this gap, I conducted a two-phased mixed method study. In phase one, I surveyed Ontario municipalities about the content of their strategies and their engagements with external groups, including Indigenous peoples, youth, farmers, and local businesses. The findings showed that Indigenous peoples were consistently the least engaged group. Given this lack of engagement, I interviewed 25 Ontario municipal staff to understand the drivers and the barriers to Indigenous municipal collaboration. There were three noteworthy findings. First, a complicated web of contextual factors inhibit municipal staff's ability to partner with Indigenous peoples. For example, municipal external engagements are limited by policy frameworks, such as climate change grants, that require them to complete consultations within set periods of time. These grants only intensify the colonial dynamics that represent a second key factor. In municipalities, top-down decision-making is privileged, and Indigenous peoples are treated as another stakeholder group rather than as partners, as they ought to be. A web comprised of these and other factors challenge municipal staff's ability to pursue partnerships. Second, Ontario municipalities depend on pre-made frameworks from international bodies that fail to recognize the need to partner with Indigenous peoples in meaningful ways, including early and ongoing partnership and the honoring of Indigenous knowledges. The final potential reason may be a lack of desire on behalf of Indigenous peoples to engage with the settler colonial state. Ultimately, some Indigenous peoples may believe that reconciliation can only occur through resurgence and not participating in settler colonial institutions such as municipalities. These findings are important for two reasons. One, the survey data provide insight into general trends of Ontario's local level climate change action. Two, the research identifies factors that, if remedied, may allow for more meaningful climate change policies through the linking of Indigenous and Western knowledges.